and finish our Nuzlocke. Xbox, this mic is definitely fine. It's pretty similar to our other mic, honestly. Like, the other one's a little cleaner, but it's pretty similar. Hello, Penguin. Yes, there's no can on screen. I'll be on screen in just a moment in time. Like right now. Hello. But yes, don't worry. I can tell there's no can on screen, at least. I do look at the OBS window, gives me a pretty good view of things. Need to answer your question above. Terrio probably won't last more than, like, by the end of this stream. He'll probably no longer be here. I usually like to keep whatever we were talking about last time on the stream, just because it's kind of funny. Kind of funny having a random reminder of whatever we were talking about last time. But yeah, don't expect him out here too much longer. The Proto Shadow. You canning your adopted son. Listen, this is not my adopted son. I don't know, actually. It might not be that bad to have Proto Shadow. I mean, he probably made a lot of money, right? Probably can live off of his, money, I bet you, for a while. Unfollow then? Alright, well, see you later, QPO. Audio, you know what? I hope you find your Terios-based streamer. But, I mean, he'll probably hang out for the rest of today, at least. And then he'll just disappear into the void. As so many others have. I mean, I used to have just like a... What is this? Yeah, like we had like images like this just sitting around. Here's Kato. There was like a bunch. I had like a whole folder of just random ass images that I eventually just got rid of. Hey, oh, thanks for the stream. Thanks for the stream, QBO. But yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell too much of a difference in terms of the microphone quality, honestly. Like, I was trying to check it out earlier. They sound very similar, which is kind of surprising to me. I kind of assumed I guess it's a little bit better on the positioning, but then you have to be very, like, particular about where the mic is set up, and with a headset, it's just so much easier. It follows my face because it's attached to my face. You know what I mean? It's a much easier prospect. Got a USB stick today. We'll need to wait for a Blu-ray to arrive, then I can... Ooh, how cool. What are you planning to mod with it? Here a bit of a difference, but can understand both fine, but I definitely think the HyperX is cleaner. It definitely sounded... It sounds a bit cleaner, but it's hard to position and keep it in a comfortable spot the whole time. I do plan to transition to it, but I want to make sure it's in a comfortable and easy to use position. And that's when I'll go over to it but I do plan to mess around with it a bit. I was like, I don't want another instant, like, peaking happened last time. So I was like, alright, I'll just use my mic while I mess around with that mic. But yeah, luckily, this headset mic is pretty surprisingly good. Gotta mod up my Sifu with the Mighty Paimon. Ah, yeah, good old, good games are fast games done quick. PS1 has, really, it has backup packs? The mod has extracted the EMU and can make it play any, wow. Wow, okay, hold up a sec. I have a PS4. How do you do all that? Interesting. You can also get RetroArch on it. That's very interesting, actually. The modding scene is a powerful scene indeed. I'll have to look into that. I had no idea that there was actually, like, modding stuff for the early PlayStations. Or not the early, but, you know. I didn't think there was actually any, like, stuff for a PS4 floating around. So that's pretty neat. Man, I tell you, chat, I don't know why I still use Twitter, even though I probably shouldn't at this point. I don't use it that much, mostly just for, like, posting when I'm going live. But man, there are so many bots on Twitter. There's just one literally just followed me, and you can tell by the artwork. It's so obviously a bot, and it's nothing but like, follow me for fun stuff. Like, these bots all have a very, very, very similar vibe, where they're all about like kind of engagement, interaction, farming, and whatnot. It's an interesting world that we live in. The internet is not what it used to be. I can give it that. The internet sure isn't what it used to be. Maybe it's just old man posting. First, need the correct firmware, preferably 9 to 12.02, but it goes to 12.52. Huh. Dead internet theory? Well, I mean, dead internet theory is a very bombastic way to say that there's a lot of bots. And I do think there's a lot of bots, but the internet is not dead. It's just very, very bot heavy. But you can pick them out pretty easily currently. Maybe in 20 years from now, who knows? But at least currently, it's pretty easy to see when there's like bots hanging out with bots, hanging out with bots, hanging out with bots. You know what I mean? It's so far, at least, it's pretty. They're not that good at it yet. Once you know they're around, it's pretty easy to like, you know, spot it. At least I think so. Basically, the PS4 jailbreak requires a Blu-ray, so it can be modded with Goldhen. Either burn one yourself, or you can buy one already burned secondhand. Ah, interesting. So what do you need the USB stick for? I guess because you would need a disc. So I'm assuming. I mean, not that a lot of current. Oh, no. I guess you're putting a bare Blu-ray into the PS4 and then using the USB stick for Goldhen. Yeah, I was just thinking, if you must be doing it with the PS4, because I'm assuming if you just had like a portable, like a disc drive, you could just put the Blu-ray into the disc drive and just get the program in like that. But now I'm assuming the USB stick is going to the PS4, and then you're putting in a Blu-ray disc and working it that way. That's my current thoughts, my current philosophy. But I could be wrong. But it is, I haven't really messed around with modding too much, despite I think it is pretty cool. It sounds like a very neat prospect. Man, it's just some good stuff. I'm still very happy that I like heavy machine gun stuff so much. I do worry a little bit if it's heavily like AI done, but so far, from what I can tell, he uses AI to like make tracks that he then sends to a mixer to mix. As long as that stays true, I only have a small issue with it, but because I mean, when you get into mixing already, there's a little bit of like wiggle room for like how. What's a good way to put it, for like how much you're like just taking and how much you're mixing? You know, there's always been like discussion and debate around that. So it's a little bit more. The conversation's a little bit more interesting, at least when it comes to like mixers and whatnot. But yeah, I hope you guys had a decent day out there. It was really, really terribly snowy outside. Like, what you see out there out my window is kind of what it was like out during the entire day. Just like, maybe like half a foot of snow, just blistery, snowy, kind of nasty. It's going to be cold as hell tomorrow. It's just, it's a nasty piece of work. I hate these months after Christmas, but before spring, are just the worst, man. We need more holidays for February and January. There needs to be something interesting going on. The hack is not permanent. Every time you boot up the PS4, you need to launch Blu-ray again. Start Goldhen, but don't need the USB stick, because after the first time, it'll be on the... Ah, okay. Interesting. how did you land on the game you're going to play for the Archipelago? Well, we wanted to pick something that we both knew and was relatively short for our first try. And then if we really like it, if me and Yumi enjoy it, want to do it some more, there's like other games that are a bit longer to go through. There's not like a lot of progression block for DKC 3. And it'll be fun to see, like, kind of see how it all works. So I thought a nice simple game like that would be a good choice. USB stick is there for loading the games. Blu-rays making it possible. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I was saying, basically. So that's why I figured these... We were just talking about the games we both liked, and I felt like these would work well. Especially because I don't really know exactly what I'm getting myself into with a Archipelago. So something, like, relatively familiar seems good. Because then I guess once we get... If Yumi gets us the parts early, we can just head right over to the last area, no? Or maybe she needs to unlock... I wonder if she has to unlock the... Interesting. Now that I'm thinking on it, I wonder how it works. So it'd be, like I said, it's kind of a fun test as well. And like I said, I love DKC3, so I should have a good time regardless, I think. PS3 even better for PS2. Yes, if you can find like a backwards compat PS3, but I don't know, maybe your method just override, you know, if you can use the method that you have, maybe that's just easier. Because I know some PS3s are just backwards compat. A lot of these games take away basic movement abilities, so she might be able to unable to run, you might be unable to roll. Huh. You know what? We'll find out tomorrow. It'll be very interesting. It'll be either a disaster or it'll be fun, and it'll be interesting either way, I think. Hack the PS3 to make any PS3 play PS2, and every PS3 has native. Oh, so every I thought only particular ones. But I guess the particular brand was for PS2 back pads. Cam might also be the one who unlocks Switch palaces. Ah, that's true, right? There are some blocks in Super Mario World. I was kind of wondering if, like, there would be blocks for, like, not for levels, but for, like, different worlds. You know how, like, you have different worlds that you can go into in Donkey Kong Country, and then there's a bunch of levels inside. I was wondering maybe if there's, like, blocks there. Only launch PS3s can play PS2, but PS1 ain't no issue. That's so bizarre. Was it... I guess it must have been a price thing that Sony did that for? Because otherwise... You know what I mean? It seems kind of bizarre to just make your non-launch PS3s worse on purpose. I think it should be fun. I played a little bit of it, but I didn't play it... obviously I didn't play like a test run of it, but I played it naturally again, just to kind of make sure I still got the stuff. And you know, when I tested the Archipelago solo, it seemed to be working well enough. Old PS3s had basically an entire PS2 built in to natively play it. PS1 is, I think, cheap enough that they kept it. It's surprising that it costs... Well, I guess... I don't know. You'd think there'd be emulator... I don't know. Tech stuff's always a bit... Look, I'm not super techie, so... To me, it seems like... I feel like that shouldn't have been super hard to... get running on your new system, but Old PS3s suck because they are the most unreliable. And you need to switch out like thermal paste or stuff like that every few years. Huh. Sounds like I wonder, I think I had a PS3 somewhere. Sounds like it might not be working very well nowadays, though. There's a cool, I haven't watched it yet, but there's a VTuber, Miss Bad at Video Games. She's doing this very cool. I bring it up because it kind of falls in line with what we're doing. Like she's doing a 10-game Giga Rando, she calls it. And so it's a randomizer where she's doing them all herself. And I'm assuming that she plays one game, which unlocks stuff in another game. And she has 10 gigantic games that she's going through. Like Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, Celeste, a bunch of them. And that sounds also kind of cool. I wonder how fun that would be to do solo at some point. Just like a rando game solo? That'd be interesting. You need to know those games pretty well, I would assume. The PS3 controller, it's so stiff, you always slip off the stick and triggers, and it's good at cramping hands. Honestly, I don't remember playing my PS3 too much. I wonder, that's probably not a reason why, but I remember not finding my PS3 a little bit not great. I like the PS4, PS5 well enough, but I feel like I fell off of those. I fell off the Sony wagon around the PS3 for a little bit at least. But besides that, though, stream that we're doing today. So we're at the Elite Four. Like, we're right there before the Elite Four starts. So what we're going to do is we're going to load in. Going to plot out a little bit of our team. We're going to get everybody up to level cap. And then it probably won't be that long of a stream tonight, honestly, because once we're done with that, we're done with the series. One way or another. I mean, I guess if we lose, we could restart, but I don't know if I want to restart, like, right away. So I think we're gonna, this is gonna be kind of, we're gonna play it through, we're gonna see if we make it. So far, we've done pretty damn well. We've got some good mods on our side, too. We did just get Flygon, who is pretty solid team member. And we can look through what we got to deal with. We've got some nice, like, Dragon Dance set up. We've got some Quiver Dancing with Blossom. So we've got some good mods that can really set up pretty well. So I like our odds. I feel like you can really, like, get an upper hand on the NPCs by having just, like, setup moves. So we'll see, though. We'll see. And it's like I said, it's one way or the other tonight. PS2 was the last PlayStation that came with the Hall effect sticks. Changed them out for cheap shit starting with the PS4. Interesting. I thought it sounded like you didn't like the PS3 controllers, but apparently they came with a good stick, huh? Alright, let me pull us over here. We're gonna get going. Better sticks, but everything else worse? I see. Ain't that always the way? It's close, but it ain't perfect. Alright, so let's see here. Okay. Game sounds good. Also, I think I found out what my controller's issue was. I think one of the ports on I just bought a new USB hub, and I'm pretty sure one of the ports just decided to bite the fucking big one. So, as far as I can tell, that was the issue we were having. I didn't think it was the actual controller, because it's relatively new. PS4 controllers have better PC support, and Hall effect sticks would be great. Same with the DualSense. Gasp, los Pokémonos. Hey, Ken, how you doing? Good, Kato. Good. How you doing today, brother? How are you doing today? You're just in time. We're going through our last pick. At this point, we are right at the Elite Four. So we're kind of deciding what we're bringing on. It's cold outdoors. I feel you, brothers. It's a cold ass. It's been a cold ass kind of week. Yeah, we're right here at the end. We gotta decide what we're bringing. So let's grab what is. Let's grab some stuff that's probably pretty good. Let's put him in box 2. Sorry, Emery. I don't think you're making it, bud. I think you're going over here. Same thing with not cool to Tentacool. I don't think he's material. How do we have 2 Tentacools? Oh, that's because we had to catch one. That's right. We had to catch one for whatever reason. They have a minigame now on how you get dive. So we had to catch one in order to get the dive TM. So our other choices are Jewel the Sableye, because I'm assuming that we can get Prankster on this thing with the ability capsules. We don't need Hamtaro, as much as I like going on big hamster adventures. I think Palmer's also an interesting one because it gets Quiver Dance, I think. Should buy got ooh, a soup is good. What kind of soup? What kind of soup we souping on? And then, I mean, Survivor is a potential just because it's mostly a meme at this point. And then, I mean, we do have Nurple. Nurple was kind of a hero. Nurple, kind of a hero. Do we want to bring them into the final run? Noodles, shrimp, and habanero. Ooh. That sounds quite tasty. I love shrimp. I'm a shrimp kind of guy. I'm a seafood kind of guy in general. And then, I mean, Owl is also a consideration because, oh, it's Ghost. I forgot it's not dark. It's Ghost and flying. Which is okay. It's not a bad combination. It gives us, like, a lot of fighting resist. We have a flying weakness, but I don't think there's a flyer out there, really. The patch still had the, you filthy son of a bitch. What was, oh, Mega Man and Base had the line, you filthy son of a bitch? Ain't no way. Seriously. Not to Pokemon anymore, sadly. Got less and less interested, but Scarlet and Violet line killed it fully for me. Scarlet and Violet. That's not. I liked. I don't remember disliking Scarlet and Violet, but I don't think Pokemon games are like amazing. I think they're just very serviceable. They're like very average. They're like just very average games. Okay, so what level are we going to? Sky Uppercut. Oh yeah, that's right. We need to get rid of. We can get rid of this. Oh, I guess I might be over-leveling a little bit accidentally, because I don't think it's... let me see, let me grab the documentation. Unfortunately, I have to use the Reddit one, because the internal one's not that great. Okay, no. It is... Okay, so Sydney's top is 49. Okay. So we're good then, we're good. Oh no, sorry, not 49. 59 it should be. No, it's definitely saying 49. Why can I go? Oh, is it making me able to go up to the max level of... Okay, well, we're not giving out any more fucking... Well, we're not, let's not give out any more candies, shall we? Okay. I guess we're gonna reset real quick. Let's... it's not that bad. It's like 2. It's like, we use like 3 candies. It'll be fine. She was, the bird was already beyond the scope of this guy's starting bonds anyways. When Wily rants about base defeating King, base retorts, so you had planned King to take care of me, huh? You filthy son of a bitch. Damn, Base. I didn't know Base was I didn't know Base was like that. I didn't know Base was tough like that. Scarlet and Violet was maybe fine if it ran well. It wasn't buggy, but Porsche need to Switch too, or it runs like... You know what? I had it on my Switch. I never noticed that many issues. I know a lot of people had issue with it, so I'm not saying that people didn't. For me, I never really ran into that many issues. So to me, it always seemed fine. Enjoyed riding my bike dragon. Yeah, like I said, I also like it being a little bit more open world. Like, Arceus was definitely the right direction to go into, I think, because it's just trying something new. But I did see a lot of people had trouble with Scarlet and Violet, which kind of sucks. For me, it was like the occasional goofy glitch, but I never saw any of the problems that I saw a lot of people had. Once again, I know there's a lot of videos of that shit, so there was definitely people having an issue, but I just was one of them that didn't. Last gen I liked was Sword and Shield. I like Sword and Shield too. I still think that stadiums are like the best way to have Pokemon battles. Having the cheering crowd in the background. Very cool aesthetic, kind of gives you pumped up for the fight. Making it out to be like kind of a sports thing, I think makes a lot more sense in universe too. Like having the I haven't played the most recent one, I haven't played Legends, but like having streamers and celebrities like that makes sense to me how, like, what Pokemon fighting would be. Is like in the future, that's just kind of like, it goes from like a weird tradition to be kind of like a mainstream popular like culture thing, and then, like, you know, there's like in-game streamers and celebrities and the rich and the wealthy are all in it, and that makes a lot more sense to me, at least. So mad Masuda dismisses the Stadium and GameCube entries since Game Freak wasn't involved when they did Pokemon battle animations way better. I've also heard that a lot of Pokemon Gale of Darkness was like a lot of people's favorites. The good old Pokemon XDers. I've heard a lot of good things. Are we swapping anything? Now I've got to ask, are we swapping any of our team? I mean, we should probably put different items, different moves on John Cena. I feel like there's gotta be something besides water move, water move, water move, ice move, right? This can't be proper. There's gotta be something. There's ice move, there's fighting move, but we're not... I mean, we could put Earthquake. I mean, but then I don't really like using dual. Oh, there's Psychic. Okay, we can put Psychic on Politoed. It ain't great, but it's... Wow, really? That's all he's got, huh? Damn. That's it, huh? Okay, well, Psychic we can go get. Yeah, the natures are all set in stone. They're all good ones. Like, they say Rash, but this is actually Modest. For whatever reason, the name of the nature does not change. Oh, I guess he actually needs a... He didn't get changed at all, okay. But for him, you know, like, here's another Modest stats, even though he's hardy. He's got Jolly, even though it says Docile, all that jazz. So I think it's just Alakazam that needs to get minted. Yeah, Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness. I have not played Gale of Darkness, so like I said, I've heard very good things about it. Do we want a Modest Alakazam, or do we want... I mean, that's 175 special attacks, kind of fucking wild. Yeah, he has maxed perfect IVs in special attack and speed. Kind of an insane catch. I'm not gonna lie. That catch is kind of fucking nutty. His moveset's good. I guess we just go for speed on him, I'm thinking, because we have one Calm Mind. Yeah, like, we can just go for a Calm Mind, and that's all we really need to worry about on him. That is funny how good starting stats he had. It's kinda fucking crazy. I mean, a Cheap Man's Finding Glitzy Glow is really good. It's still crazy that he gets Glitzy Glow, but we're happy to see it. We're happy to see it. And Fofi, like, not the worst. I don't think... Actually, no, she has some pretty good IVs. Her speed IV kind of sucks, but she's just not very EV'd. But that's just kind of how you have to run it. We got them kind of late. It's mostly John Cena, I feel like, is the weak point in the team. What do we got? We got a Dark user, a Ghost user, a Water user, Dragon user, and then Wallace. It's like, do we need the only one with an Ice move? Yes, I think so. I don't think anybody else can actually use an Ice move out of this squad. Right, you don't get, like, Ice Punch or anything, right? Don't think so. Yeah, no Ice Punch here. The Fly move is... Attack order. It has a high crit rate, which is kind of the reason we're looking at it. Let's see what else we can put on there. Oh yeah, no. We want to just go 2 to the right. These are the moves we've learned. They're going to learn... Okay, they're all done learning moves. Dragon Claw, obviously, we don't need that because we have Dragon Darts. We already have Earthquake. We could get Fire Blast on there. We could put Flamethrower. I mean, they are mixed attackers. But we did go for, like, a minus... We did go for a minus special defense thing because we have Dragon Dance. I think it would be kind of weird to put on... U-Turn wouldn't be bad, honestly. There's a lot of stuff you can get away with U-Turn. That might not be an awful choice. U-turn over the attack order, especially with our high speed. I mean, that's a possibility. And then I think Grass Hat's pretty good. I don't think she really needs... I mean, her moveset, I feel like it's been set in stone for a while. Quiver Dance for Moon Blasting, Giga Drain, and Sludge Bombing. It's pretty good. I can't imagine wanting to swap this for anything. I mean, Leaf Storm, but I really don't want to lose special attack stats. It seems like a waste. Pedal Dance, we get, like, right at the end. Level 69. Damn, nice. Alright, already have Dazzling. We have the better Dazzling Gleam. Solar Beam. Any other special moves we're looking at? Oh. Damnation. Now we gotta go all the way back down. She doesn't really have a large moveset of learning stuff, though. Indoor, Sleep Talk, Snore, Swagger, Swords Dance. Okay. Yeah, she's set. So I guess it's a Psychic, and it's U-turn? Question mark? I guess that's it. Let's save real quick. I'm hoping it just flies me right back here. But if not, then we're sticking with what we got. I'm not doing that whole damn cavern again. That was a hell of a cavern. I mean, I assume it'll let us fly back here. Alright, Wolfie, let's go over to the Suit City. Man, like I said, I actually like this. This is like my favorite. I haven't really noticed a lot of Pokemon music. Like, not a lot of it has stuck in my head. But this theme I like a lot. It doesn't sound like a Pokemon theme. It kind of sounds like something you get from like Final Fantasy VII or something. Like, you feel kind of like in a seedy underground area. I don't know. I kind of dig it. I'm kind of about it. Yeah, let's get Psychic for our Frog Boy. And then we want U-Turn. I think both those are good choices. I mean, they're not great choices, but they're at least choices. That way John Cena can do more than water and or ice. Yeah, we'll just put Psychic over Hydro Pump. And then we'll give U-Turn over Attack Order, and then we'll look for, like, anything else, I guess. It is a lot less damage, but being able to get out of dodge is pretty nice. And then what's the other thing we can do? I guess we can go get Barbecue. We can go... We have a heart scale, right? We can go learn Double Kick. Because we get Athletic boost up any moves that have kick in the name. I think we have a heart scale. Yeah, we have one heart scale. I want to check. I don't think Athletic works on... At least I'd be shocked if Athletic worked on Sky Uppercut. Right? That seems like that's not how it works. Is it athlete or athletic? Let's see. Summary athletic. Okay. Oh, is it a... It might be... I don't think they... I think this is a brand new ability. It's not on the Pokemon database. Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a brand new ability. Am I wrong? Am I just... Yeah, that's not real. Oh, interesting. Huh. I didn't think they made their own custom abilities. Ain't that fucking crazy. I thought most things were just, like, grabbed from more recent games. Do they have any documentation on Athletic? I doubt it. I like the game, but there's a lot of... The documentation is very lacking in the game. Just for the starter, perhaps? Perhaps. I do think we go back. So how do we get remembering moves? Move Rememberer. Pokemon Emerald. Where the heck he at? Move Tutor. Move Tutor. Pokemon Emerald. Where you at? Oh wait, he's on a move. Oh my goodness. Move Reminder. Falibor Town. Okay. Let's go check that out, because I think Double Kick is really the move we want. If it boosts up kicking moves, and then we have a Razor Claw on Barbecue. So this means like any moves it connects with has a higher crit rate. Makes a lot of sense to me on the best move that we can go for. Rustboro, there it is. And I don't like Sky Uppercut not being 100% crit. I've never liked that. Alright, so where's... There he is. Yes, that's a heart scale. I do. Alright, Barbecue. Yeah, double kick I think we want. What else can we learn? High jump kick. Now that's interesting. How ballsy do we want to be, right? Like, high jump kick with a boosted move means that thing's probably doing an absurd amount of damage, right? I mean, I guess I could put the lens on him that gives him a higher chance of accuracy. If we do that, I think it's only like a 3% chance it misses. And this would go... This is 60, so with the boost it's 90. With this boost it's 190. Okay, well, I guess that's kind of... We're gonna do that. We're gonna go for a little guts. That seems very worth it to me. And then I think we have something that can just... Yeah, wide lens. Yeah, we'll just swap it out. I don't know anything about serious Pokemon playing. As a kid, I just spammed strong elemental attacks. I mean, you probably weren't going too wrong with that strat, if I can be honest with you. That strat is a solid one. As long as you click the same elements as your Pokemon, and you were using the strongest moves available, you were probably getting along just fine. Honestly, I guess we're ready to go. I think we're good. Yeah, it's not a very hard game if you're playing, because you have, like, there's really no penalty for failure in the old games either. The only penalty for failure in the old games was, if I remember right, the only penalty in the old games was losing half your money, and I think they even stopped doing that eventually. Alright, I think Barbecue is going to kind of sweep. Actually, we should save, because if I do fail on the Nuzlocke here, I guess we can just restart right here, right? So it's not the worst case scenario. We'll just say we didn't really beat the game, and then we'll just beat the game. So I think that's what we'll do. I mean, for starting off, at least our bird will actually do a lot of good work here. Like, Barbecue should kind of one-shot most of the shit that this guy's got. I'm thinking there should not really be too much of a demand on our big old thinking brain. I mean, we could even lead with Grass Hat, honestly, but I think we'll be fine. Oh, I guess. Oh, we could have gone for Bulk Up, I guess. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. Let's go. And we do have some ethers and elixirs, so we do have some MP recovery, or PP recovery, I should say. Yeah, I mean, this is a little unfair. I don't know why if they ever want to, like, remake their hack, they should probably work on level capping a little bit better. But that being said, die. The level cap's been very odd in this game. Like, it's not an actual level cap. Like, once you hit the level cap, you can't rare candy anymore, but you can still gain experience at a much slower rate, but you can still gain experience. I'm not even really scared of Haunch Crow, honestly, yeah. With our kick moves, we should clear... I mean, at least, I think the big challenge would probably be at the last two, right? I think the last two are probably going to be where we actually run into some fights. But having Drop Kick also kind of deals with Draw Knots. Sucker Punch could be coming in, but I don't think it's going to deal enough. Huh, didn't even Sucker Punch. That's surprising. You would assume that Absol would be Sucker Punching. Pretty much on cooldown. They couldn't really have an ability on this, like on a non-legendary. Yeah, it's very strong. It is very strong. I guess we can just Blaze Kick. We gotta watch our MP reserves. It's the only thing that's a little funky. We only have so much MP regeneration, so... no one was really surprised by that one, Whitney. hate to break it to you. Okay, next battle through. What have we got? This is the Ghost Gal, right? Yeah, it's just... Okay, this is the Ghost Gal. We actually don't have super great answers to Ghost. Yeah, our answers to Ghost aren't fantastical. We have Sabrina, but of course Sabrina is weak to Ghost. We can still start off with Sabrina, though, and if we get, like... Actually, we might not even mind Sabrina. Well, we have to get... But no, they can have Shadow Punch and whatnot, so I don't think we want to lead with Sabrina. So what do we want to lead with, then? We could probably lead with Grass Hat, I think. Yeah, why don't we lead with Grass Hat? We get a couple of Quiver Dances in, and I think we'll be okay. A-okay. We don't need to MP recover after the last fight. Okay, Dusclops. They're exerting their pressure. Okay, so we do want to be a little careful. If they stall a lot, it could be kind of irritating. Because they're just going to be draining our MP a whole bunch. Confuse Ray. Okay, I mean, we have a Life Drain ability, so that's not awful for us. And we're just boosting our special attack stat, so we don't care too much. Okay, so, oh, he's cursing. Okay, that'll hurt. So we can't really... Unfortunately, we can't stay here and... it probably... What do you want to bet it protects now? Yeah, okay. Depends on if we get hit by this or not. If we don't get hit... Okay, so we took... I think we're okay to say in a Giga Drain. Okay, good. Okay, I forgot if the curse sticks around after you've killed the target that's cursed you. Miss Magius. Okay, we're still affected by the curse. So we gotta get out of here then. So, what is Miss Magius throwing out, you think? I mean, we could go to Barbecue for a Blaze Kick. I'm not, like, super against that. Oh, no, you know what? Sheepman. We do Sheepman. We put up the light screen. Okay, good thing we didn't go. Oh, yeah, that's right. She's part fairy. Ooh, okay, all right. Sorry, ma'am, I didn't know your game. My apologies. Ooh, okay, that was close. I forgot that they're almost in range to kill us with that. Okay, so let's go over to barbecue. I do think a good blaze kick probably puts Miss Magius in the ground. But that was a crit too, okay. Yeah, okay. I was like, with our high attack power, we should put them into the ground with that. Why Feint Attack? Very good question. I figured it'd be another Nightshade, honestly. Alright, let's protect. Let's see what this guy's got. Earthquake. Interesting. Can we take it? We should be able to take an Earthquake. Defense, we've got 173 HP. We're also quite higher level. He has a base 100 attack though, so that is, he is kind of nasty. We can go to Fofi though. Maybe we just go to Fofi. Kind of tough, actually. I think we gotta go. I think we gotta go for a blaze kick here. I think we go for 2 blaze kicks. We see where we land. Okay. Oh, nice. The burn's very nice. Citrus. Okay, another blaze kick finishes it. 7. Oh my God! It had a crit. Wow. If we didn't burn, well, we wouldn't be dead, but we'd be in some fucking trouble. Wow, this guy, Bobby had 2 crits already. She means fucking business out here. Okay, I think that's her 2... Yeah, that's like her... That's her lead, at least. Bayonet... Once again, let's just see what it's going to go for. Facade? Heart Dark or just go? Oh, it's Ghost Normal. Why is it going for Facade? Am I missing something? Well, if it's going for Facade, I see no reason not to blaze kick its ass. Oh, blaze kick just kind of one-shots it. Okay, that was bizarre. Anybody know why it was going for Facade of all things? Ah, okay, Frost Blast. Okay. So then we're good. We can just finish it off here. Man, Barbecue's been sitting... Was disabled by... Oh, man, she should have led with that. Imagine not having Blaze Kick. Also, damn, Phoebe was... That Miss Magius, man, that was fucking dangerous. We actually almost got... We almost got beaten by that one of that, actually. Gonna do good in the next fight. Who's up next? Is this Glacia? Ooh, okay, ads gonna run, so I'm gonna run the ads real quick, and we won't go into the battle, though. We'll just discuss stuff while the ad's running. Funnily enough, I was thinking, I was wondering if it would be better to not, I don't know, the idea is you can kind of get rid of pre-rolls, so you guys don't see ads when you log in, by just playing ads a whole bunch, or playing them to the amount that Twitch wants. But I'm like, you know, maybe if I just
Give it a thunderbolt.
don't put, if I just make it so we don't have ads at all, like, or we have very little ads, but there's pre-rolls, maybe that's better. I don't know. I was thinking on that currently. Not that a lot of you guys are like subs, so it doesn't really matter. But for the rest, I'm like, maybe that would be better overall. Let's give our boy an elixir. That should be all we need. And then I think barbecue. That gives 10 to everything. 10 MP to everything, yeah. I do wish they just called it MP. I think that would... personally, I think that just makes more sense, just calling it MP. You know, more people understand what that means. So the question is, I mean, we probably start with barbecue, right? The only worry thing is, of course, pardon me, is that they have water. Most of the ice Pokemon are going to have water moves. So maybe AP. AP wouldn't be bad either. Like a more like commonly used terminology, so Pokemon doesn't seem like so much of its own thing. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it really is just a turn-based RPG, right? Usually pre-rolls are worse for new people than people who are... That's true, yeah. That's kind of why I have it the way it is to get rid of them. I mean, you can also just go to... People can just go to YouTube, too. YouTube's, like, way better with ads. Which is really funny to say, but that's just the way of the world. So... And then we can always... I mean, we could always lead with Sheepman as well. Sheepman can start off with Glitzy Glow, and it has Thunderbolt, so it has like a good way to strike out. And putting up Glitzy Glow early is very nice. That's my other thought of who to start with here. I think both are pretty good. Both have their own strength. Barbecue can just like decimate a lot of her starts. Sheepman's a little slower but more protective. I think as long as Barbecue can take, like, one attack... I mean, if it misses a high jump kick, though, it's fucked. Like, it's dead. It's gone. So that's the worry. Okay, and it should be done here. So... I'd like to... Barbecue's really good, though, so it'd be a damn shame. Okay, let's see if I need to candy anybody. Glacia's lead is 52. No, we're good. Okay. Fofi's not going to be great here, so we gotta keep her out. Start Fofi, yeah, I think I'm okay. I think I'm good on that one. It's either start Sheepman or... let's just start Barbecue. I guess we'll go from there. Let's just start Barbecue. We can at least knock down one or two without much concern, and then we can kind of feel around if we need to swap out. Frog could be okay. True, it had Water Absorb, actually. It has Psychic now, so it has a way to hit these things. Yeah, exactly. It has Psychic. I mean, just go for a high jump kick. I mean, we have like a 97% chance to hit. The only thing we gotta worry about is if that misses at all. If it misses, we're done. Barbecue does not survive a water attack. And the excess damage. So this is her, yeah, okay, 53. So this is her lead. What do we think? I feel like a high jump kick. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. I think a high jump kick kills if it connects. Okay. Okay, good. That's the biggest, scariest threat. It's just we're playing with fire. If we miss, we're kind of fucking dead. Cloyster we might be okay with, actually. I don't think Cloyster has a... Let me see Cloyster's stat line. I don't think Cloyster has a good special attack. I think it's mostly a defensive mon, right? Yeah, his special defense... I mean, his special attack's fine. It's like 85. So I don't think even like a Hydro Pump one-shots us? I don't think. With a crit, it probably does. Okay, we actually... Okay, so if we can go through a Cloyster with high jump kick, we're fucking in the green. Oh, it's my favorite. I love Glaceon. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to die, though. But she's so cute. Look at her. She's adorable. Okay, yeah. Barbecue, it was worth having to really, like, drag Barbecue by the teeth to get him here. Yeah, not much can deal with the chicken at this point. Boy, howdy, was it worth, like... It was, like, pulling teeth to get them this far, though. The last, what, like, 3 mainline gyms, Barbecue was basically useless for. But they're really pulling their weight here. Okay, so this is the Dragon Man himself, right? This is Drake. We can put everything to 55. Where's Weavile and Mamoswine? Yep. I'm kind of shocked. I mean, I like Glaceon. I think that's a great Pokemon, but it's definitely not as good as fucking Mamoswine. Mamoswine's like literally one of the best there's ever been. It's very odd. Alright, so what do we start against Drake? They could have gotten rid of 2... That's a good point, actually. They could have dropped a lot of the water entirely. So, the question, though, is really, what do we start with here? Don't remember the Gen 3 Elite Four whatsoever. Yeah, this is not one I'm super familiar with. I know that this is like the dragon guy. Oh, you're right, the fairy girl. That's a good point. I totally forgot that we have Grass Hat for this. Let's see. I think we're good. Let's try. Yeah, let's go Grass Hat. It's definitely changed anyways. A lot of these Pokemon didn't exist in Gen 3. Yeah, a lot of them didn't. I like a lot of their pulls from the later gens, but okay, Kingdra. So turn 1 is definitely. Do we just go for a Moonblast? Or are we gonna be slower? We're 79 speed. Okay, we're definitely slower. Let's Moonblast then. Oh, it's got Ice Beam. Okay, that's not great. Okay, we tank it well enough. Oh, damn it. If we okay, so we definitely want to... Okay, yeah, let's switch to Barbecue here. We take the Ice Beam, no problem. We'll get a speed boost, and then we can kind of go from there. Okay, that's a really good... Are you kidding me? That was a crit freeze. Are we for real? Okay. All right. That's no good. That's even worse. Fire move will melt the ice in this game or no? I don't know, actually. Okay, so Dragon Pulse. This is tough. Okay, you know what? No. This isn't that tough. We go Sabrina. They're using nothing but special moves, right? We can go one I think we can just, honestly, we just Dazzling Gleam. Man, that sucks. What are we gonna do about being frozen? I'm so glad we swapped out of the Salamence. Okay, are we faster than a Salamence on an Alakazam? That's a great question. I don't got an answer to. We do have a speed up nature, which might have been the decision maker. Alakazam's space speed is 120. Salamence is 100. Ovco is another good question. That's also another good question. I'm not like, I don't, like losing Alakazam wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I feel like it doesn't, Salamence only has base 80 special D. So one Dazzling Gleam might be enough to send him to the Shadow Realm. I don't know what else we could really go for, because Barbecue being frozen is real bad. I think we gotta go for it. Oh my god, not even, just a little bit past half. Yeah, that's the end of Alakazam. Like I said, I wasn't gonna be like heartbroken about that. Now what do we do though? Man, this is so, being frozen, that 10% frozen is really probably going to be the end of me, honestly. What can we do? Do we have higher speed? What about I don't think Flygon has very good base speed. A 100. We have a speed up nature. Technically, it is possible, though very unlikely, that we are faster as Fofi. What we could do is bait out the Earthquake, though. But I don't know what we do after we bait out the Earthquake. Actually, we bait out the Earthquake, it'll go for Dragon Claw, then we can go out for Grass Hat. I mean, we could try eating up some of its moves. Can we PP stall? Is that an out? Is that an out? Assuming this moveset, I am definitely looking. I have the Okay, well, I had the guide up, but I guess it was going to kill anyways with Dragon Claw. I have the move set up. There ain't no way it was going to kill with, I wanted to look at summary. But I say, there was no way this thing was going to kill with one Dragon Claw on Sheepman. Yeah, there's no way. Why did it go for that? There's no way it had kill on me. Yeah, why did it go for Dragon Claw? Yeah, it's 2 minutes. Not by the... No, not by the guide. The guide. The Reddit thread with all the information. Okay, well that beats that at least. That was very bizarre. That it did not use its Earthquake, because it has Earthquake. Unfortunately, I don't think this matters too much. Yeah, we would have to take the... Yeah, we have to take this Flamethrower, which I don't think we take. Yeah, a crit. Not that I think... I mean, getting the freeze really fucked everything up, to be quite honest. I think that's GG. I don't think there's any beating that. I don't think, unfortunately, there's much beating like the Big Luck. Well, we do protect. Okay, alright. Well, technically we're not out yet. Technically we're not out yet. Okay, alright. Okay. Alright, barbecue. I'm here to finish the game. Welcome into the end of the game. Very... I think it's literally high... It's high jump kick or bust at this point. It's bust. It's bust. How did it take so little damage? I know it like 2x resist, but that's way more than 2x. I guess we have to go for a burn. Wait, why are we doing more damage? Am I the only one confused?
Burn to the ground!
Because it should resist, it should 4x resist fire, should it not? It should definitely 2x resist. Right, high jump kick is more damage, and if they resist both of these, Blaze Kick should not be doing more damage. Yeah, so why is Blaze Kick doing more damage? Burn, burn, burn! Oh my god, please barbecue. Champion in Ruby and Silver was Steven, but in Emerald it is interesting to see have a sea captain be a drag. It's... I mean, I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. Okay, alright. There's one left. Do we finish? Do we? I don't know if we one-shot it, but here we go. Yeah. Oh my god. Barbecue, you sweet, beautiful chicken. You're all that's left. Why is there a Steelix here? Listen, man, I didn't make this. I guess it was probably for fairy protection, right? It was probably for fairy protection. Well, chat, there's only 3 of us left now. There's only 3 of us here. Why did that Salamence not use Earthquake? Am I the only one super perplexed about a lot of the move choices there? Okay, so... Oh my god, the champion is Wallace. Oh no! Oh no, the champion is Wallace, dude. We're fucking done. What are we gonna do about Champion Wallace? We have a Firemon. We don't have Thunder Punch. I wish we had Thunder Punch. It's not a TM. It's a move that Barbecue could learn, but we have Drop Kick. So I mean, it's not totally over. Do we put the grass item? Oh, well, we have the Lack Incense. We could put that on. It's not going to bail us out of the Gyarados, though. That's the fucked up thing. Gyarados is going to ruin our shit. Can't you leave and come back to fight all 5? Nope. Well, we can. I don't think we can leave. I think you have to, unless they change that. Yeah, it's you have to beat all the 5 trainers in one single go. Gyarados is Sheepman's problem. Not that Gyarados packs. I haven't checked yet, but that Gyarados packs Earthquake. Where Sheepman's in some fucking trouble. I have not checked yet, but I'm assuming a Gyarados probably has like Dragon Dance, Waterfall, Earthquake, Aerial Ace, right? That would be my guess before I look. I mean, we do have John Cena. John Cena has Water Absorb, so we can take a lot of. We can do some baiting with that. Bounce, yeah, it could be Bounce. Bounce or Crunch isn't like out of the ordinary either. That wouldn't be too wacky. So what, do we just... how do we start this then? That's a good question, Me. Thanks, Me. At least let's walk into the door. There he is. Oh, do we not even get to... Okay, well, I guess we're... Guys, I guess we're in. I was like, okay, we'll walk in the door. We'll be right in front of him. We'll plan out who we're leading with. But I guess we're... Guys, we're leading with Blaziken, and we're going to hope for the best. Using Aggressive for Wallace reminds me of the true final boss of SMT5. Where Dark type, the move most demons nullify. It's the one move that is finally useful at the very end. That's very funny. You punk, you punk, you punk! Alright, final battle. All or nothing at this point.
He's going over that cliff!
Okay, Whale Lord, we know that we one-shot Whale Lord with Drop Kick. So let's just get that out of the way. Oh, did one-shot him this time. Okay. Most times I just, like, straight-up one-shots him. Okay. Rain Dance. That means we're 100%... we're, like, running these turns. Alright, so that's turn 1. Okay, that's turn 2. He's probably gonna go for Water Spout now, which is actually even better. Right, because he's gonna have like no HP left, so this is gonna be a very weak move. Yeah, it's still a lot of damage. Turn 3. Okay, let's go for another Trop Kick in case he goes for a full restore again. Ah, okay. Him and his full restores, they fucking got me.
And down it goes.
Yeah, there's one. Melodic. Okay, what have we got here? I think we go Protect. Let's see what it's doing. Ah, true. Type checker first. Fairy Water, okay. Yep, Fairy Water. So what are we going for here then? I mean, John Cena really can't do too much is the problem. John Cena can eat a Surf Attack, but he's not going to do, like, any damage to her. Well, no, I guess we do have... I mean, Psychic could potentially lower some Special D. Toxic, and it's faster, too. So what do we... So it's probably going for... Its only other attack it has is Ice Beam and Recover. This might be the time to swap out to Sheep Man, no? Yeah, I think we take the Ice Beam. We set up the wall. Thank you, Brittany Gravity. Very cool. So we can either go for Thunderbolts right now, or we go Glitzy Glow. I think we go Glitzy Glow because it's faster. Wow, how fast is this fucking Melodic? Okay, so we have a couple of options. We're gonna go Thunderbolt. I think what we do after this, depending on how much Thunderbolt does, it's gonna go for Recover. Oh no, we killed it, okay. We're gonna have to probably Death Switch at some point here. Gyarados, Because see, it has Earthquake, right? No poison. Well, we can't. We don't use items in battle during a Nuzlocke. Thunderbolt will kill the Gyarados. It is going to be faster, and it is going to Earthquake. We could... It has Dragon Dance on it, so... One thing we could do is we could see if it goes for Dragon Dance, despite it having kill via Earthquake, right? I think that's what we have to go with, because if it doesn't, then we just lose. Alright, Sheep Man. Godspeed, brother. Yeah, it's Earthquake. That does make sense. Okay, so what is our hope here? Going Earthquake, that means Earthquake probably has the kill. So do we just pray for a crit on Trop Kick? Oh yeah, attack Trop. Oh yeah, attack Trop too. Oh, it's a critical hit? J-Man, did you read the future? Oh my god.
Oh, and down it
Okay,
goes.
alright. We beat the Gyarados somehow. Tentacruel, we don't have a great response to. Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, Toxic Sludge Bomb. If it has Surf, it's going Sludge Bomb. And its last one's Ludicolo. This is where the journey ends. We have a lot of Special D. Can we take 2 Sludge Bombs? Because his last 2 are Ludicolo, Wish Cash, which Barbecue will kill in 1 shot. You also need to survive Toxics. That's true. Has so much Special D. Can we hit them? Okay, so the question then is, can we hit them once? We hit them once with Psychic. We roll back to Barbecue. We go for a Trop Kick. We pray. I think that's the best line, because if we lose Barbecue, I don't think we can beat both the Ludicolo and the Wish Cash with John Cena. So I think we have to go for this. I mean, we have a decent Special D. We have 139 Special D, so I think we have to go to John Cena and see if we can get 1 attack off. Maybe he goes for Surf randomly. Who knows? Now, you know, we had to try. Okay. Crit. Okay. Oh, if that was a crit, that would have killed. Is it? I think it's a roll if we make this or not. Oh my God! By the skin of his teeth, John Cena. Oh my God, it's setting up Wish Cash. But no, he's setting up Wish Cash now, which is a 1-shot. Oh my God, we are at the very end.
Dude, those animals are so fucking funny. They make me want to merge without looking.
Unneeded crits.
Rock spell!
It is down to Ludicolo versus Barbecue. Oh man. Oh gee.
Burn to the ground!
No, it's not burned to the ground. It's not burned to the ground. It has to be high jump kick. It has Surf. Time to miss the high jump. What an anticlimactic ending that would be. All right. This is the final move, chats. Here we go. Oh no! Whoa! Look at how little it lives by!
More of this.
That's unreasonable. Damn. Right at the end, dude. Right at the very... It survived by so little. Great run. Oh, man. Feels like we should have won that one. Couldn't have gotten much closer than that, honestly. Couldn't have gotten any closer. Man, if that weird Salamence just did not go for the Dragon Claw, I think we would have made it. I don't know why I went for Dragon Claw. It has Earthquake. I guess Earthquake wasn't kill on Sheepman despite the +1 attack. Maybe that was it. So it didn't have kill, so it went for a random move. Maybe that was it. I'm trying to think of what would cause it to use Dragon Claw, but that's all I could think of. Well, you know what? That was fun, though. That was a fun run right to the very end. Man, how can we never win one of these damn Nuzlocks, man? We get close every single time. What a tragedy. But still, it was pretty fun. I had a very good time with this. I wish these games were a little bit more exciting all the time. Like, if it was always that intense, then these games would be a lot more fun to, like, run. But, man, you only get, like, the real exciting sections right at the very end. You know what I mean? Can't you just rare can't... Yeah, well, I mean, technically, if you lose a run in a Nuzlocke, it's over. You're not supposed to go through it again. I mean... I don't feel like doing that again, honestly. Like, if I've lost, it's supposed to be over. And I definitely am in the same sort of mindset. If you lose it, you lose it. Which is a shame. Like I said, we almost had it, but we kind of just dropped it right at the end. Did most of it? Yeah, it really, really did. I can't believe the rest of our team kind of sucked. Well, no, Sheepman was good, but John Cena did not hold his own. Maybe we should have gone for the Poliwrath line. Honestly, was Poliwrath just like the better call that we just had to like tank the early game? I'm trying to think of what else we could have. I mean, Miss Magius, we didn't let the Miss Magius die earlier. We would have been in a much better spot. Yeah, I think maybe if we had the Miss Magius still around, probably wouldn't be running Fofi, or maybe not Alakazam. I'm really shocked by how little this thing did. It's just too frail. Even with Dazzling Gleam, it still felt too frail. Maybe it needed to be modest instead. Sheepman felt good. Sheepman was definitely one of the MVPs, I feel like. And so was Grass Hat. Grass Hat did some good work, but I mean, Grass Hat really got fucked. I mean, we really got fucked over by some bad RNG by getting frozen right off the rip. Rap winner. That's a funny name. Quackles. Let's look at some names real quick. I mean, we could have also been a little cheesy, right? We could have brought in the Ninjask, or Shed Ninja. We could have brought in Shed Ninja, and like we probably could have won with Shed Ninja. But I mean, that's a little cheesy, right? If we know the moves of what the guy can use, we can kind of cheese him out quite a bit. Maybe that would have been a Ludicolo line. Maybe Ludicolo instead of John Cena? Maybe. I feel like most things have something to kill Shed Ninja. Let's see. You might be right, honestly. They might have prepared for that eventuality. At least for Wallace, actually, I think Wallace is completely... Wallace might be completely stalled by a single Shed Ninja. They have water, normal, ice, ground, grass. Oh, toxic. Okay, so yeah, they have toxic. So the only thing that... But his whole team is stalled out by Shed Ninja unless you get toxic by the Melodic and Tentacruel. If those two things are gone, then nothing on his team can hurt Shed Ninja. But Drake can definitely fuck up Shed Ninja. I think literally everything on his team, besides the Steelix and the Kingdra, before 3 of his 5 team just totally one-shot Shed Ninja. Glacia is stalled except for Galade or Galai, however you pronounce that. And then obviously the first 2 are out. So yeah, we could have done a lot of work with Shed Ninja. But we didn't really lose anybody until Drake. I mean, technically, he's only really good at the beginning. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun. How'd you guys like the Pokemon Let's Play anyways? It was a pretty good time. I don't know if I'm going to do Seaglass again. But I do wish there was, still confused about the Altaria. Yeah, me too, brother. There is Pokemon, it's like Emerald Blitz. There's something, another streamer I watched, Sklimbo? I always forget his name. It's like Sklimbo or something. He's, but he plays what I think is called like Emerald Blitz. And the whole idea is that you can start, basically it's supposedly like a ROM hack that is for setting up draft picks for your team, for draft picks. Blaziken was holding the scope lens, so it wouldn't miss its 90 power, or sorry, it's 100, it's 90 accuracy move. Which, you know, we could have taken that off, but we don't have anything to really boost fighting. But yeah, it's like Pokemon Emerald Blitz. The idea is that you can either draft your picks from all the Pokemon in the game, or you can click the random button and you get like a bunch of random mons that are, you know, like first stages. And the game's cut down entirely where it's just you can just go to gym, go to gym, go to gym, go to gym. I think I might have said the wrong name, but I think it's the right one. Yeah, I had wide lens on. Yeah, I just said the wrong name, but yeah, wide lens is the one for accuracy. And I was thinking maybe of trying that out, because that could be fun, because all I really care about in these games is kind of the gym fights. So we might try, if I want to do another Pokemon, at least coming up soon, that'll probably be what I pick, I think. Because that could be fun, at least give that a shot, because all I really care for in Pokemon is like the battles and whatnot. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Let's go over here. Throw these on. Throw out some tunes. We'll chit-chat a little bit, but then we'll close up. I do enjoy watching Pokemon. It's a fun watch. That's good. I'm glad I'm glad you guys enjoy it, is what I was saying. Hey, Netta! Welcome in. Welcome. You got in as soon as we finished. It was a very exciting conclusion, though we just barely lost. I'm glad you guys like the Pokemon. It was a Mortis. Literally, the very end of the red. I would like I said, the only problem I have with Pokemon is just there's sometimes just too much minutia. I like it just be more battle. But sometimes it's also fun just the random catching to see what you get, making the teams out of what you can. You know, that part's also fun. Just the minutia of the mid-game, I think, is just like definitely an anchor over the neck of it. But let me see here. Rando could be fun. A Rando might be interesting. That might not be a bad one to go for. Like I said, there's got to be something that's kind of scratches my itch for Pokemon. That's not just. Like I said, these ones take a little long sometimes. But yeah, I think. Let's see. A lot of people. Let's see. I'm trying to think of who we want to like slide on into. Yeah. I'm just trying to find someone to raid into. It's not too often. I haven't had somebody usually would want to raid into right away. So I'm looking around. I definitely envy it because I like, you know, I want to keep all the, I like setting up the streams so they're like rewatchable nice and easily, so. Low VTube. Low VTube. Who's that? Let me look. My Knuckler? Okay, hold on a sec. These two seem nice. Well, let me see. I gotta see if my tastes work with the nuclear. Oh, they're like... They're a 100 something. I usually like rating it to people who are a little smaller than... at least there's like a similar size. But they seem kind of cool. They're doing a Paper Mario. That seems kind of fun. No, I appreciate the... I definitely appreciate the idea, though. I do need to get, like, raid some new people. We got just our usuals. But I like to make some new usuals, too. Let's raid into Flow, then. But then next time, we'll raid into... you know what? Yeah, I'll have a little request thingy up there, so you guys can, like, suggest who we raid into next time. So I like that. I like to find some new people to chill with at some point as well. So you guys have a good night. I'm gonna head out. We'll be back tomorrow for the randomizer. Have a good night, and bye-bye. Thanks for hanging. Hi. Oh, hey, this is...
Howdy. Hello. Hi there. I am in tears. I'm crying. I am going through stuff. Hello. Let's move to the screen. Howdy. Hey, it's me. I'm Flo. Okay, how do you stream again? The Can Man. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Hello. How was your stream, bro? What were you doing? What were you up to? Yeah, thank you again so much for the raid. Thank you. For those who don't know me, which is likely all of you, I'm Flo. I play retro games. That's most of all of it. There's nothing else to know. Absolutely nothing else. This is a square racing RPG, right? It is. Yes, this is Racing Lagoon. We're supposed to be beating it tonight because we are at the very, very end of the game. We should be, huh? It's been very fun so far. The story is crazy. It's nuts, though. It's bonkers. Yeah, it's been very fun, though. It's an awesome little game. Hi, Munich Gravity. Hi. Welcome in. I was your last stream when you took those sharp tones over and over. Oh, good. You get to see me failing more sharp tones for a while then. Oh, you're playing Pokemon Emerald. Everyone's playing Pokemon. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna fucking lose it. I hope Pokemon was good. I hope it went well. I hope it was everything that you hoped for. I hope it's been fun. Why is I feel like I'm living in a simulation. Every streamer ever is playing Pokemon and I don't know why. Like, it's fine. Pokemon is good. I love Pokemon. Pokemon is amazing. Everyone loves Pokemon, but you know. Oh, this is a very 90s RPG. Very much so. Very, very 90s. It's a Pokemon kind of world. I guess so. But yeah, how's Pokemon Emerald treating ya? It was a Nuzlocke? Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Nuzlocke going well? I've never done a proper Nuzlocke before. It seems difficult. It seems really, really difficult. Yeah, it seems like a rough time. It's okay, we're on a Nuzlocke to add some stakes to the game before it's a a bit easier without the extra rule sets. Yeah, I'm sure. Especially if you're a Pokemon veteran. I don't know why I made it sound so serious. Especially if you're like, I don't know. If you've played and beaten a lot of Pokemon games and whatnot, and you play the games a lot, adding those extra rule sets are definitely... It definitely makes the game more interesting and more fun, I'd imagine. Ah yes, the old Pokeballs. Yeah. The mod also added modern Pokemon types? Fan types? Oh, that's cool. Hi, Lynx. Lynx, did you recommend me?
Munich.
As a raid target? Sorry, I shouldn't be calling you out. I was like, Munich dead? Oh. Sorry, I'm just curious about how people find the channel sometimes. Who's Munich? I was busy? Wow. Well. Anyone playing Racing Lagoon is cool in your book? I was under the impression that you've never played it. Kiss him long. I've been wanting to check the scheme out. It looks very unique. It is very unique. The way it works is very interesting as well. You're basically driving around an overworld and you get random racing encounters. And if you win a race, you're able to steal your opponent's car's parts and upgrade your own car as you go along, which is really cool. It is a super, super unique game and it's very well done. So that's equipment. But as someone who knows absolutely nothing about cars, it can be a bit confusing, I would say, and scary to try and build your or to try and assemble your preferred car type and try and to try and figure out what parts are better, what parts are worse. So the physics in this game are wacky. They're very, very wacky. You'll figure out why I say that. Beating my boxing opponents and taking their lungs to improve my performance. You know what? That's a cool idea for like a Punch-Out game. What if there was a Punch-Out game but they were all like robots or androids? And for each victory, you'd be able to steal a part of your opponent. You know? That'd be cool. I like that. Megalobox, the video game. Oh my god, I love that show. I love that show. It's been so long since I watched it. That's a game already? It is? I know that there was a I know that there was a Punch-Out type mecha boxing game for the Virtual Boy. And it seems really cool and I want to play it. And I think the only reason I know about that is because of one of Asha's streams. It looks really cool.
It was pretty good. Oh, I gotta follow. That seemed cool.
Thank you for the follow, Kanban. Thank you, thank you. Regular boxes. A reinterpretation of Ashita no Joe. Oh, this is pretty good. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, she been.
Nice.
Hey gang, and welcome back. These videos are brought to you by Card Conduit, the best place to sell your unused collection fast and easily. 401 Games, Canada's top shop for all your hobby and TCG needs. Dragon Shield, the strongest sleeves for your strongest decks. Moxfield, the easiest way to store and share your deck lists. And Foil Armor, flatten your foils fast. Continuing with new Lorwyn games, Mathieu wins the die roll and starts us off. He draws, plays a Misty Rainforest, and passes. Sammy plays a Tap Temple Garden. Arja draws and plays a Command Tower.
Ah, we had to